You know, this quote really gets to the heart of it all. True influence isn't about how loud you are, it's about connection. But let's be real, in a world that's buzzing with a million distractions, how do you actually build that connection? How do you make people genuinely want to listen to what you have to say?
Oh man, we've all been in this exact spot. You have a really valuable idea, something you're passionate about. But you look around the room and you see it. The subtle glance down at a phone, the little side conversation starting up, the polite but totally blank stares. You can almost feel your words just evaporating. It's so frustrating, and it just makes you feel invisible. So, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? In this sea of noise, how do you cut through and make your words actually stick? Well, the answer isn't about being louder, it's about being more compelling. So today, we're going to break down 5 incredibly powerful techniques that world-class communicators use to do just that.
Okay, let's dive right into our first technique. This one is all about setting the stage perfectly.
Here's a super common trap a lot of leaders fall into. They jump straight into the weeds. You know, the data, the action items, all that nitty-gritty detail. But here's the problem. Without any context, without a reason for people to care, all those details are just noise. The rule of abstraction flips that whole idea on its head. You start with the why long before you even whisper the what.
This process is pretty cool, because it turns a boring monologue into a real conversation. You kick things off with the big picture to get everyone on the same page about why this matters. Then you pull them in with a question. You make a complex idea simple with an analogy, make it real with an example, and then, only then, do you get to the action plan. See? It's a journey you're taking them on, not just an order you're barking at them.
So instead of just announcing, hey, we have a new communication protocol, you could start with something like this. You're framing the problem in a way that everyone in the room immediately recognizes and probably agrees with. By turning it into a shared challenge, you've instantly shifted the whole vibe from a command to a collaboration.
All right, so our first technique was all about building agreement. This next one is a little counterintuitive. It's actually about creating a little bit of healthy tension.
Think about it. If your message makes everyone feel totally safe and comfortable, there's a good chance it's also making them feel bored. The best communicators know that a little bit of friction can be a magnet for attention. They'll often start by gently challenging a belief that everyone just takes for granted. It makes people lean in and really truly listen.
Just look at the difference here. That first statement is, fine, it's what everyone expects to hear. But the second one? Whoa. That creates some serious intrigue. It challenges the status quo, and it makes you immediately want to know the why behind it. You've just created a little bit of narrative tension that your audience needs you to resolve.
Now, let's be super clear. This isn't about being argumentative just for the sake of it. Not at all. It's about showing that you have a real, distinct point of view. A strong, well-thought-out stance is magnetic. It signals to everyone listening that you have something important to say.
Okay, on to rule number 3. This one sounds simple, but it's actually a profound act of respect for your audience.
You know, great communicators fight that urge to solve every problem in the universe in a single meeting. Why? Because when you just throw a laundry list of problems at people all at once, their brains just shut down. It's cognitive overload. Nothing sticks. Instead, they pick one, just one, critical issue and they tackle it with absolute laser-like clarity.
The first example just feels like chaos, right? It's overwhelming, you don't even know where to start. But that second one, it's focused, it's actionable. It gives the entire room a single clear target for their attention and their problem-solving energy. It's such a powerful way to guide a conversation.
And this is the deep philosophy behind it. When you narrow your focus to a single issue, you're sending a silent, powerful message. You're saying, I respect you. I know your time is valuable, and I'm not going to waste it. People feel that respect, and it makes them want to engage with you even more. So, once you've got their attention focused on that one problem, how do you keep them locked in? Well, that brings us to our fourth technique, which is all about mastering the art of suspense.
Oh, this is such a classic mistake. You see it all the time. Someone gets up to present and their very first slide is an agenda that spells out every single thing they're about to say. It might seem organized, but what it actually does is kill all the curiosity. You've given away the ending before the story's even started.
You can feel the shift, right? The first approach is just a checklist. The second one is an invitation to a mystery. It creates anticipation. You're not just presenting facts anymore. You're guiding your audience on a journey of discovery, step by step, revealing things piece by piece to keep them hooked. So just remember this principle. Your job is to manage the flow of information to maintain their interest. Don't give them the whole map at once. Be their guide through the terrain, one compelling landmark at a time.
And that brings us to our final technique. This one is a direct answer to the reality of our modern, hyper-distracted world.
The research on this is pretty wild. The average human attention span is, well, it's short, really short. If you just keep talking in the exact same tone, in the exact same way for more than a couple of minutes, you will literally start to lose your audience, one by one, as their minds just drift away.
The good news is, these changes don't have to be huge or dramatic. It's simple stuff. You can just shift your tone of voice, or maybe change your body language. Take a step to the side. Switch from talking to showing a powerful image, or move from spitting out data to telling a quick story. Every little change acts like a reset button for their brains, pulling their focus right back to you.
As we wrap this up, let's just zoom out to the big picture again. These techniques, they're not about manipulation and they're not about putting on a show. They are tools. Tools to help you achieve the real goal of communication, which is to build a shared understanding that actually inspires people to act. Because without that understanding, no real change can ever happen. So, think about these 5 rules as a complete system. Starting big, creating some friction, focusing on one problem, building suspense, and hitting that reset button every 2 minutes. They aren't just tricks. They are the blueprint for a message that's designed to land with real impact, making sure your ideas aren't just heard, but they're felt and remembered. Ultimately, this isn't just theory. It's a practical toolkit for your very next conversation. So go ahead, think about that next meeting you have on your calendar. Which one of these techniques are you going to put into practice to make sure your voice is the one everyone in the room wants to listen to?